Hey YouTube, it's Kristen and you're watching Chatterbox Budgets. Thank you so much for joining me for a video today. It is Tuesday, November 2nd, 2021. It's just after 8:30 p.m. here in Salt Lake City, Utah. And we are going to do my monthly cash stuffing for November 2021 for my cash wallet and my Freedom Fund accounts. My Freedom Funds, I should say. That sounds weird. And before we start, I hope you guys can see this. Some of this will be off center, but we'll figure that out in a minute. But this is the Sort Quick. This is the fingertip moistener that I use. Yeah, first discovered this. Well, I didn't discover this. First found this or was given this long time ago when I was working as I think I was filling in as a receptionist for my mom's company that she worked at when I was 18. And I think that's when I first discovered it. Maybe at one of my jobs later. But anyway, it's awesome. Okay, so we are going to be stuffing. Let's see. It should be, hold on, $870 in cash, and then we'll be doing $30 in prop money. So there's 20, 40, 60, actually let's close that first. Sorry guys. 20, 40, 60, 80, 100, 120, 140, 160, 180, 200, 320, 240, 260, 280, 300, 320, 340, 360, 380, 400, 420, 440, 460, 480, 500, 520, 540, 560, 580, 600, 620, 640, 660, 680, 700, 720, 740, 760. So $760 in 20s, which is correct. Oops. I do have my cash tray from Amazon sitting here on the side, but it has all the prop money in it, so we're using a different thing for the real cash. So there's 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70 in 10s, and then we've got 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40 in 5s. Okay, so that's $870, and then I have the $30 in prop money. And I also have 90 cents in play coins. So the coins are kind of funny. So you see a lot of people with prop money, but I don't very often, or I don't think I've ever seen anyone with prop coins. They're not really prop coins. They're play coins. There's no way anyone would ever, like they would not pass at a movie for real money. There's just no way. But I purchased those a few months ago. So after the coin shortage here in the United States, I had a jar full of coins, and I also had a bunch of rolled coins that I had actually picked up from the bank or the credit union, and I didn't like having a jar full of coins not knowing how much was in there. That was really bothering me, especially with the rolled coins. I had like $1 coins, all kinds of stuff. So I took it to the bank. I had $80, and at the time I was barely, paycheck to paycheck is an understatement, so I needed all the change I could get. So I got that, and then I ordered the play money or the plain coins from Amazon to be able to use for my electronic funds to help with that. They're nice because they're lighter than regular coins, and so they don't make my wallet as heavy. And then if I lose them, you know, no big deal because it's not actual money. So I like that. And then I have the real change. I do have a change jar, and I do have real change sometimes, but because most of my shopping and spending is done with delivery stuff, I don't really get a lot of change. So anyway, tangent. Sorry about that. Okay, so there's a couple different changes. I just did a budget with me, and so we're changing our spending plan, whatever you want to call it. So one of the things I changed is my food budget. Instead of doing $200, I'm actually doing $300. The reason for that is because I want to be able to put money towards future stockpiling. And so and the other reason is I want to just have my budget be as real as it normally would be. So that way I can have a better feel for how much I'm spending. I don't have to spend as much because I do have a stockpile of goods that I bought in October and September. But I want to have, you know, I just want to have it as close as possible. Same thing with pets. The pet stuff envelope is going to get $200 instead of only $100. So those are the main changes. I don't think there's anything else, but we might come up with something. So the money that I earn in October is funding my expenses for November. Okay, let's go back. I do have $1,738.83 in funds available at this time. That includes my main checking account, my Capital One 360 accounts, which that's my Freedom Fund bank accounts, as well as all the cash. So in theory, I could pay my rent right now if I needed to, because it's due. It was due on the 1st, but the last day to pay it's the 5th. However, because I did purchase a lot of items in September and October for the stockpiling, I did use some of the funds that I would have put aside for the expenses for November. I did use some of that to help cover those costs, and so I'm going to be taking the paycheck on the 5th and using that to cover November's expenses as well. And then my next paycheck, which is on the 19th of November, and then the 3rd of December, those 2 paychecks will cover the expenses for December. And then in December, the paychecks on the 17th and the 31st will cover the expenses for January. So, and I'm off center again, aren't I? I apologize, you guys. I can't see the camera again. I keep playing with my setup and it just, it's throwing me off a little bit. Anyway, so I have the funds available to pay. If I had to go pay my rent today, I could, but I want to have all my funds available for the whole month for everything I have to spend. And so rent's kind of it's not my last priority, but I'll have the money in my bank account on Thursday for the rent. So I'll just pay it on Thursday and leave it all in the account, and then that way it's all digital. But everything else is just going to come out over the month. So anyway, I'm rambling, but that's okay. It's a Kristen video. Okay, so we're going to start with my Freedom Fund binder. And Freedom Fund is my version of the sinking funds. Just my preferred way of saying it. And why are these stuck? Okay, hold on. Oop. Oh boy. Okay, and this is my Luxe Planner wallet. I've had this thing forever. I did just make new labels. So what we're going to do first. So I have $30 in my Capital One 360 savings account. I had to put money in it because otherwise, since it was a new account and I hadn't funded it yet, they were going to close it. And so because I already had $10 in cash in my shopping fund, what I'm going to do is replace that with, so I'm going to take the real 10 out and the real coins. So there's 90 cents in coins in here. I'm going to put the coins in my coin jar, which I've had forever. It's kind of funny because most of the stuff I use for my videos I've actually had for a long, well, not a long time, but for prior to when I started doing videos. In fact, before I even thought I might ever do a video. The only thing I've purchased since I started doing videos is the gooseneck holder that's holding my phone right now. Okay, so there's that, and then I'm going to put the $10 in prop money in there, and then the 90 cents. So now that represents the $10.90 that I have in my, well, the 90 cents is still in the checking account. I'm going to transfer that over later, but I have $30 in my 360 savings account, so 10 of that is for my shopping fund. And the reason I'm doing that is because most of my shopping would be done electronically anyway, so I figured that way I won't have to replace the cash. I hope that makes sense. It probably doesn't, but that's okay because it's been a long day. Okay, so sorry, that was tangent. All right, and I've got my Good Budget app to tell me what I'm doing with everything. So I have been using Good Budget for years, and this is not sponsored. However, I love this app. I've been using the website for a long time. It used to be called EEBA, but I discovered it, I want to say 10 years ago, but I'm not 100% sure. And I used the free version for a long time. You could get 5 envelopes in one account for free on there. And then I signed up for the monthly subscription, which was $5 a month, I believe. And you can have unlimited envelopes and unlimited accounts. And then a couple of years ago, I started doing the annual subscription because it is less expensive. So that's due in December. And for me, it's worth every single penny because I use this to manage all of the cash, obviously, but also I use it to estimate things. I've added the bills into this and then taken the bills back out again. So I like being able to have it digitally because I can play around and change things. And there are times I've actually cleared out the history, well, I always clear out the history. So everything in here is only from October to present. So I just, yeah, I use it, and then I'll put the information in my Mint app that I use, and then I can clear this out and start all over again, which I like doing. Okay, sorry, that was another tangent. All right, so are we centered? I don't even know. Okay, I don't know that it matters. So we'll start with the contingency fund, which is getting $30. So we're going to do a 20 and a 10. And I apologize, I probably should put this over here so I'm not reaching across the screen. Can you see anything? I don't even know. Oh, I don't know if I need a taller chair, a taller table, or a booster seat. That's what I need. I need a booster seat. Okay. Oh, and that's backwards. I used to always do my money with the smallest denomination in front, but the last few months I've been doing it the other way around, and I don't know. So, okay, so $30 in the contingency fund. This has not been filled in a long time. I had it filled earlier in the year, but I kept having to use it for different car things. Like I had to replace my battery, I had to get new tires. So I just kind of stopped filling it for a while because I was like, I'm just going to pay off my credit cards. Okay, auto care fund, which is my car maintenance fund. Only I call it auto care for some reason. That one's getting $10. Is that not? See it? I keep putting it off screen. Okay. Can you see me now? I really do need a booster seat. Okay, so $10 for the auto care fund. And I will mention this planner wallet only holds 7 of these envelopes. And they do kind of get a little bit bent and stuff, but I don't really mind that because they're such good quality. And I just like how they feel, and I like how narrow or how they look compared to the ones you can get on Amazon. And they are thicker. They're better quality. I shouldn't say quality. They're stronger quality. Thicker quality? Anyway, so they do last longer. And I have a ton. I've ordered so many. Yeah, and then I just make the labels myself. These are Avery chalkboard labels that I just use a silver Sharpie. Okay, entertainment fund is getting $10. This video is going to end up being way longer than I wanted it to be, but oh well. Okay, so $10 for entertainment fund. That's my movies. I was going to call it my cinema fund, but it just, I don't know. Entertainment just sounds better, in my opinion. Okay, my giving fund, which this is for gifts and donations. This is for anything relating to, well, birthdays, holidays, and events mainly. And I guess you could call it for like charity and stuff too. But what I would do for this one is say I wanted to donate to the Alzheimer's research or whatever they're called, which I had done a couple months. I did that last month. I would put the money here or take the money from here. And so, yeah. Okay, so it's giving to anyone who I want to give to. Pet care fund is getting $10. This is for veterinary bills. It would also be for grooming, but my pets both absolutely hate being groomed. And so I haven't done that. I do want to see if we can get Zeus's, the shedding elimination services, but I don't know that I believe it's really going to work. So I haven't actually really tried, but we've had so many other things to focus on financially this last year that I just really haven't. It hasn't been a priority. Okay, so self-care already has $10. That's left over from my last appointment. So I'm going to put another $10 in there. So now that's got 20. Self-care is for hair care and skin care mostly. If I were to go get a massage, I would cover that. I use that. But my massages that I get are usually part of my chiropractic visits. So I just pay them with my chiropractic payments. Okay, shopping fund. So this one is going to get another 10, but we're going to use a digital 10. So now $20 of my savings account, my 360 savings account, is for shopping. And I just remembered. Oh, no, we're okay. All right. And then my travel fund is the other one that's going to get the electronic fund. So I'm going to put $10 electronically into my travel fund. Because the reason I wanted to do that one is I'm not going to take cash when I travel. I mean, I might have a couple of dollars, but I will not travel with cash. I will use my credit cards. And so it made sense to me to just have that be electronic because then I can just transfer it back and forth and not have to worry about it. So yeah. Okay. So there's my travel envelope. I alternate the zippers so that they don't get quite as damaged. Okay. All right. So that one's done. Ta-da! And I haven't filled that in a while, so that feels good. And that's basically funds that are left over from October. So there will be another fill for November, but not until the end of the month. Okay, the next one. Sorry, you guys, this is going to be longer than I planned, but I don't know how to change that. What time is it? Oh, we're at 14 minutes. Holy crap, Kristen. Okay, well, it's the end of the day, so I guess it's to be expected that I would take longer. Okay, so my cash wallet. This is my Savvycents Wallet. Had it for 2 years. Love it. Love it, love it, love it. Okay, so miscellaneous already has 20, and that's how much we're going to leave in there. There's 5, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. And miscellaneous, I usually use this to transfer over to other envelopes when there isn't enough to cover things, or if I'm out and about and I want to buy like a pack of pens or something. But I also do use it for donations or, you know, giving to whoever. So for example, if there's a fundraiser outside of Walmart or anything like that, I don't go very many places, so I don't get a lot of opportunities to give to people who are asking for help. I do most of my donating online, either through my church or through my, like when I order from Walmart, I can round the cost, the total up to the next dollar and have that donated. So I try to find ways to donate that way. But one thing I did do, like I did have a grocery order today, and I just tipped the guy who, or the person who brought my groceries. I gave him a little bit more money because I feel like, well, first of all, because he carried a bunch of stuff up my stairs, so that was me. Anyway, sorry, rambling. Okay, so gas and fuel already has $20 left over from last month. There's 5, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. We're just going to carry that forward. And then we're going to also add $20, and I think we're going to do 5s. So 5, 10, 15, 20. The reason for that is because gas, I know I will not be using like big bills most of the time. And so I don't mind having more in that envelope. Most of my gas purchases, in fact all of them, will be done with my credit card, and then I'll just pay it back, but it's not usually going to be like even dollar amounts. So it just makes more sense to have change. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, 40. That's not enough. It's supposed to be 60. Okay, sorry. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, 51, 52, 53, 54, 55, 56, 57, 58, 59, 60. I guess if the wow. Rewind. I guess if the video is longer, it's a month. It's cash stuffing for the month, so there's more to stuff, I guess. Okay, groceries. Groceries is getting 300, and that's just because that's my normal budget. I usually budget $75 a week. I don't need that much, especially because I do have a stockpile of goods in the cupboards. But my protein shakes that I like to order, and I do protein meal bars too. They are not more expensive, but you know, you buy them in bulk. So I like to have a little bit more to cover those. Okay, so 20, 40, 60. Oh, there we go. Okay, 20, 40. These 20s were out of the ATM machine, and they were brand new. They've been so silly. 20, 40, 60, 80, 100, 120, 140, 160, 180, 200. Okay. I did try to fold them up to try to make them fit better, or not fit better, but stay separated a little bit better. Okay, so 20. Oops, so 200 there, and then I've got, how many 10s do I have left? So 2 10s. Okay, so we'll do, sorry, I didn't calculate the groceries. 20, 40, 60, 80. Okay. All right. So, one more time. 20, 40, 60, 80, 100. 20, 40, 60, 80, 200. 20, 40, 60, 80, 90, 300. Okay, so $300. And I've mentioned this before, but I don't really take this wallet anywhere with me. And if I do have a purse that's secure. It's for traveling, and so it's got a lot of different security features that help me feel a little bit safer. So I'm not too worried about taking it with me if I needed to, but I could leave some of the cash at home if I needed to, or I could just take my card and then pay myself back later. It just depends on my mood. Okay, so household is next. Household is getting 60. There's 20, 40, 60. And that's my normal budget for household, even though I have the stockpile of goods, because I do need to get like facial tissue. I did forget to stockpile dish soap, like for hand washing things. And so I do need to buy some stuff. Okay, personal is also getting 60. And again, that's my regular budget, but that's because I do need to buy body wash. But 20, 40, 60. I did forget a few things when I was doing my huge shopping trips, but when I went to order it with my Walmart grocery delivery today, it was $10 for body soap. And I have some left, and I also have bars of soap, so I'm like, I'll wait. Okay, sorry, rambling. Pets gets 200. So 20, 40, 60, 80, 100, 120, 140, 160, 180, 200. Okay, so 200 for that. So I do have some money that's going to go back to the bank, which is fine. 80, 120, 40, 60, 82. Okay, sorry I had to count that twice because I distracted myself. My watch just vibrated, so it threw me off for a minute. I thought I put it on Do Not Disturb, but probably not. Okay, so there's my wallet filled. And then we've got 20, 40, 60, 80, 100, 120, 140 left over. So in theory, I could put this into my contingency fund, and I may do that on Friday, but I want to see what my bills look like. I'm going to be doing one of my bill envelopes in cash, so my annual fees will probably be done in cash. So that's $56 a month, so I'll probably use some of this for that. But what I wanted to do is I can get 20s from the ATM machine. That's all my ATM machine offers. So I'd rather take back 20s to the bank since that's what I can get back. So, but I'm hoping I won't need to because my paycheck on Friday, I would go get cash anyway. And so I'm just hoping I can just keep it here. Anyway, okay. So I think that's everything. Oh, we will put it back in here. This is my back to bank or my cash pouch or whatever you want to call it. I keep all of the money in here when I'm, yeah. So I've got 5 different, these are envelopes, but I just put them, they're sorted by bill, denomination, whatever it's called. Okay. I think that's everything. I hope that's everything. I'm so confused, but I did figure out that, my paycheck on Friday will be at least $1,293. It will probably be more because I do have overtime on there, but I don't know how much it's going to be and I won't know till tomorrow morning. But if it's just that much, then I would have $3,031.83 in funds for this month's bills or spending. And I only need, I think, $2,862. So there's definitely enough already. And then, like I said, the paycheck on the 22nd and will go towards my December expenses. And then the paycheck on Friday, anything that's left over, will just probably go into, I might put it just in my contingency fund, or I might just leave it in the accounts. I'm still trying to figure all this out. I did jump the gun on starting my channel and all this stuff because I knew I would need some time to work things out because I've changed everything. And I just barely paid off my credit cards in August and then refinanced my loan in September. And so this is the first time I've ever had like this kind of buffer, and I'm doing the month ahead on my bills thing, and I'm almost already there. It's just that because my paychecks, like as far as I'm concerned, the money I'm getting paid on Friday was earned in October, so it is paying November's expenses. But anyway, and I have 3 paychecks in December, but the first one will go towards December's expenses, and then the second one will go towards January's. And I think I've said that already, maybe twice in this video. So everything's looking good. I'm still confusing myself a little bit, but the more I confuse myself, the more I figure things out, the better I get at doing this. I did, what was I gonna say? I don't know. Anyway, I apologize for being so spacey, you guys, but it has been, I worked 51 hours last week and I'll be working 45 to 50 hours this week. And so my brain is just ready to not think anymore, and I haven't been able to sleep, which is weird. I don't know why that is. I think it's because the temperatures here are weird. So like it's hot in my apartment and I don't have the heat on, but it's hot. So I've had the fans on, I've turned the air conditioning on a couple of times, and I'm in Utah. So the fact that I'm turning on the air conditioning in November is weird, but I'm wearing a sweatshirt. So, and then there'll be other times where it's freezing cold in my apartment, but I don't turn the heat on because it's already warm enough. So I can't figure out what's happening, but this is normal, but it's more normal for October than November. So I don't know. It could just be me. I am getting older, so it could just be me. Anyway, thank you so much for letting me ramble. I hope I covered everything, but if not, I will be back on Thursday or Friday or even maybe tomorrow to do my stuffing for my bills with the prop money. So, and maybe some real money. I don't know. We're going to be playing that one by ear. But I appreciate your time. Thank you for watching, and I do appreciate your presence on the planet. All of you. I can't remember if I said this in a video I actually posted or uploaded, or if it's one of the ones I deleted because I deleted a lot. But everybody who watches these videos has a unique perspective, a unique life history, and it's just so cool to think that we're all here with the same goals in mind, and being able to share our experiences. I love that. I love the technology that we have now that allows us to do this. And so even though sometimes social media can be a royal pain in the keister, at least we are able to share some of the good things. And so, and I love the support from you guys. It's been so much fun getting to know people, and just, I mean, obviously it's a different relationship when it's online like that, but I like knowing that you guys have the same interests that I do, and that you understand what I'm talking about, instead of me talking to my, you know, online or on the phone to one of my friends who will always listen to me. He listens very well, and he'll let me talk about anything I want to. But there's been times when he's fallen asleep on the phone. Not necessarily just because what I'm talking about, he was also tired, but you know, and I just, my poor father who has heard these stories so many times. You guys will hear him a lot too, but at least you guys can pause it or fast forward it if you want to. And technically he can do that too. He can come listen if he wants to, or not, or whatever. So anyway, that's enough rambling for me. Everything that I use, I think everything is linked in the description box. My planner is not on there yet. Oh, and I am considering changing my channel name, not changing it, but putting it as Chatterbox Budgets and Plans. I want to start doing like plan with me's and stuff. But when I tried one, it was really boring because there isn't a lot to plan for me. Everything's pretty consistent. But I still might do it because, you know, even if they're boring, maybe someone out there will enjoy it. And if not, at least it might get me to actually plan every Sunday. I usually plan when I'm listening to my Buy Sell Plans channel. Not mine. The Buy Sell Plans channel, Marsha's channel. I usually sit down and plan with her when I listen to her videos, or because I'm not really watching them, I'm listening. But anyway, that was even more information you guys probably weren't expecting to get. But thank you so much for your time. I hope you have a wonderful everything, evening, week, year, millennium, all those things. And I will talk to you soon. Thanks.